Welcome to Tagin, the story flame, where every story lights a spark of hope. In a quiet village surrounded by golden fields, two names would one day shine beyond the horizon: hope and blessing. But their story didn't begin with glory. It began with tears, faith, and the unshaken hearts of their parents, Zuri and Imani, from a quiet village surrounded by golden fields. For many years, their home echoed with silence. They prayed, cried, and waited, while whispers from neighbors grew louder. Maybe they're cursed. They'll never have children. But Zuri and Imani never gave up. They kept believing, praying, and holding on to one thing: hope. After a few months of continued prayers and unshaken faith, Zuri's long-awaited miracle came. She was pregnant. The months that followed were filled with joy, tears, and endless gratitude. And when the day finally arrived, she gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. They named her Hope because she was proof that waiting in faith was never in vain. A few years later, another blessing came, a baby boy. They named him Blessing because his arrival filled their lives with light and laughter. This is their story, a journey of faith, love, and the courage to dream beyond the impossible. Though their beginnings were humble, Zuri and Imani raised their children with love, richer than gold. Hope grew up fascinated by the skies, tracing airplanes as they glided above the fields. "I'll fly one someday," she'd whisper, stretching her arms like wings. Blessing loved mending small wounds and helping others. He'd use sticks and bottle caps to treat his friends, proudly declaring, "One day I'll heal people for real." But the world around them wasn't kind. People laughed. "You, a pilot? You can't even afford shoes. A doctor? You can barely buy books." Still, their parents stood firm. Zuri would say, "Never let people's words define your limits." And Imani added, "We may not have much, but faith and hard work will take you farther than money ever could." So Hope studied under the dim light of a candle, drawing airplanes on old paper scraps. Blessing devoured borrowed science books, learning the human body by heart. Their parents sold vegetables and handmade crafts to keep them in school. Years later, Hope earned a scholarship to flight school. The first time she touched a real airplane, she cried. It was the same silver bird she once chased with her dreams. Blessing joined medical school, working part-time at a clinic, studying late into the night. He treated every patient as if they were family, guided by compassion and faith. Time flew, and so did Hope. She became the first female pilot from her village. Blessing became a renowned surgeon, saving lives with steady hands and a humble heart. When they returned home, their parents stood proudly among cheering villagers. Hope looked at the crowd and said, "Dreams don't belong to the rich, they belong to those who believe." And Blessing added softly, "If you keep faith alive, miracles will always find you." Under the same sky that once held their dreams, Hope and Blessing proved that faith, love, and perseverance can make the impossible come true. Hope flew among the clouds. Blessing healed hearts with his hands. And together they proved that faith can turn even the smallest dream into a destiny. Zuri and Imani's journey remind us all that no matter how long the waiting, miracles come to those who believe. Because when faith burns bright, hope always finds a way. Thank you for watching Tagin, the story flame, where every tale warms the heart and reminds you to never stop believing.